Hey guys, Sarge here. What I'm going to come and talk to you guys about today is my Smith and Wesson 642 and kind of add on to my Revolver EDC series that I've been doing. I've been showing you guys some different thoughts on. I know that last time we kind of talked about holsters. For today's video, I have kind of touched on this in the past. I do want to talk about specifically on the grip side. I received some questions in regards to what is really the difference between using a boot grip and more of a what would be considered a combat style, or I believe this is called the bandolier grip. There are some differences to them, okay, and they can give you guys some added features to kind of help, and some pros and some cons, and we're going to kind of go over those today. So what you guys are going to see, I'm going to start rolling in some B-roll footage after I get done talking, just to show you guys the difference of it. But right off the bat, anytime I see videos where guys are out at the range and they're shooting a snub-nosed revolver, especially these lightweight ones, and they're talking about the recoil of them or whatever it is, first of all, I don't think 38 Special, even in this lightweight revolver, recoils that much, okay? It's really not that bad, especially if you're gripping it properly. But it could be an issue, right? So when I hear anybody, even if they're shooting some 357 Magnums or whatever it is, whenever they start complaining about the grip, that's the first thing I kind of go to. And a lot of them, they still have those factory rubber Smith and Wesson boot grips on there. And those aren't helping the shooting process at all, okay? Those are not helping the recoil management either. So I have kind of went through a journey of finding what I think is the best all-around grip to assist in gripping the revolver for one, recoil management, okay? And following up on shots with having that proper grip where I'm not having to readjust it all the time. Something to think about. Now, for me, okay, I have went through a couple months now where I've been using these smaller boot grips, okay, and you guys will see some footage of these just so you know exactly the size of them. I was carrying them primarily in the appendix position to kind of see if there was a difference between the size of these bandolier grips, or however you pronounce it, okay, and the boot grips, to see if does it offer me anything in concealed carry side, because it's not offering me that much on the shooting side. And honestly, I couldn't really see a difference just because of how small overall the gun is anyway, to aid enough in concealment that these, would make the cut for what I should carry, okay? When it comes to shooting, depending on hand size, okay, I do have large hands, depending on hand size, I just don't think you're gonna find better grips than these to shoot, to operate the gun. I think these are the best out there, me personally. These are checkered. They're not aggressively checkered, but you still have some texture on there, and then it is smooth in the back, which you guys will see. But it just perfectly fills up the hand. And then what it also helps with as well, and I don't hear a lot of guys talk about this, is the length of pull. So for me, whenever I'm using the boot grips on the revolver, it's a little bit more of a length of pull for me to press on that 10-pound or 11-pound trigger of my 642. Whereas with these larger grips that allows me to get more of my hand up on it, it's a whole lot easier for me to get on that trigger, okay? I also find it extremely easy to get on target with these grips as opposed to the boot grips. So, that's just something for me, guys. It was something I'll tell you too, what I really hate about the Smith and Wesson, the classic grips that they put on them. Like on my Model 29, it has a set of classic grips on it. But Smith & Wesson does real skinny grips up here at the top. I know Ultimate makes them, okay? But they do skinny up here at the top and fatter at the bottom, and I hate those, okay? I prefer the grip just to kind of be solid all the way around, especially if it's going to be in my palm. That's where I kind of want the fat of it to be, up here. So that's one thing I do like about these grips, is they do kind of keep your hand filled, but not too much to where it's like a Glock almost, right? And people talk about how those feel like blocks. That isn't something you guys are going to have with these. Overall, go try out different grips on them. These grips are anywhere from $30 to $60, okay? And I know not everybody has money to just go buy 100 pairs of grips, but if it makes the difference of you and, enjoying shooting, getting better quality shooting out of it, I'd recommend trying it out, okay? Also, don't be scared away from some of these reviews that are out there where these guys and gals are shooting these guns and they're saying, man, this thing's so snappy, man, this thing has such bad recoil. Something to think about. The reason why a lot of them don't put different grips on there, right? The reason why they don't have a selection of grips is because that isn't a gun that they own. That's a gun that they're evaluating and they're sending it right back. So if it doesn't come with the grips to change out or anything, they're just gonna shoot what it has on there. Whereas if they were a real gun owner in the sense for that gun, like if they really were into carrying revolvers, to give you an opinion on carrying revolvers, they would have a selection of grips and they would know that. They would know that, hey, these crappy, you know, factory rubber grips are not gonna be as well, are not gonna shoot as well and things of that effect as some of these different aftermarket options out there. Another grip which I think is top notch is the Pachmayr Pro Diamond grips. I love those. The only issue I have with them, since they are rubber on concealed carry side, it is 100% difficult to conceal those. So basically they're identical to this, this grip here. They're just made of rubber, okay? And those are the best recoil management grips out there. It's the Pachmayr Pro Diamonds, phenomenal. Issue is concealed carry. I can't do it. All my shirts cling to it and everybody can see a giant grip. Where this, how it's wood, my shirt doesn't cling to it at all, okay? So it's something to think about, guys. Just watch where you're getting your information from. Know, especially if it is something where you are gonna use it as valued information to apply to your everyday carry lifestyle, kind of look at who's giving you the info and why they're giving it. For me, guys, I take this stuff very seriously. That's why I do spend the time, I do spend the money. I receive none of this for free to find what works best and to give that information out to you guys. If you guys do carry revolvers, let me know what kind of revolvers you guys carry. Let me know how you carry them. Currently what I'm doing, I carried in leather for a long time, leather inside the waistband, Don Hume holster for my 642. Then I switched to a Safariland, I think it was their Model 18. I did a review on it. I love it, okay? It's a great appendix holster, solid, no issues. What I'm now kind of switching to a little bit is this just kind of cheaper Kydex holster just to test it out. And then I'm going to show you guys kind of the 3 or 4 different holsters I've been using just to give you guys a good evaluation on those. So let me know what kind of holster you guys use, okay? But overall, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. What I'm now going to be doing is rolling through B-roll footage of the difference really of the sizes that you can expect between these boot grips to the grips that I currently have on it and I'm going to keep on it, okay? So pay attention to those pictures, guys. Let me know too if you guys want to see anything else that I can produce for you guys content-wise, and I'll make sure I get that out there. As always, guys, stay tuned for more. Watch these B-roll